Assalamualaikum, my name is Ani Hazmi bin Bahman. I am mechanical engineering student at UMPSA and a 3-time Dean List recipient. I have a strong technical background in CAD design and programming, as well as practical experience working as an engineer assistant at High Technic System Company. My experience has taught me how to handle complex documentation and work effectively in a team. I am a result-driven person who enjoys solving technical problems and is eager to start my engineering career. If I could redo one thing, I would have started attending professional network event and industry talk in my study year. While I have stayed very focused on maintaining my high GPA, I realized that connecting with engineer in the field sooner would have given me more insight into how my study apply to real world project. Now I make it a priority to balance my academic work with learning about current industry trend. During my study in my engineering course, I realized that the subject like thermodynamic and fluid mechanics have a very complex formula that can be very overwhelming during finals. So I anticipate that if I waited until the last minute of study, I wouldn't fully grasp the concept. So to prevent this, I create my own formula summary sheet and a weekly study schedule from the start of the semester. This proactive approach helped me stay organized and was a key reason I maintained my place on the Dean list for 3 consecutive semester.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Amir Daniel bin Abdul Kadir and I recently graduated with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering from University Malaysia Pahang Al-Sultan Abdullah, UMPSA with a CGPA of 3.25. During my studies, I developed strong fundamentals in mechanical design, thermodynamics and manufacturing process. I also gained practical experience during my internship and contract role at Craft Energy and Engineering, where I assist engineer with site visit, prepare 3D drawings using SolidWorks, and support technical documentation such as entity test requests. This experience helped me improve my technical skills and understand real engineering work environment. In addition, my involvement in Reserve Officer Training Unit RO2 helped me develop leadership, discipline and teamwork skills. Currently, I am seeking an entry-level engineering position where I can apply my technical knowledge, continue learning from experienced engineers, and contribute engineering projects. One important lesson I learned from a setback was during my internship when I was asked to prepare a 3D drawing based on technical measurement. At first, I made some mistake because I misunderstood the part of the drawing specification. To overcome this, I reviewed the technical drawing carefully, asked for clarification from the engineer, and spent extra time improving my SolidWorks skills. After correcting the mistake, I was able to produce a more accurate drawing. From this experience, I learned that attention to detail and asking questions early are very important to avoid bigger problems later. Since then, I always make sure I fully understand requirements before starting technical work. During my internship, I had to learn how to prepare NDT, non-destructive test documentation for hydrogen testing, which was completely new to me. Initially, I was not familiar with the process or the required technical standard. To learn this, I referred to previous documentation, studied the procedure and observed how engineers prepared the documents. I also took the initiative to learn the related terminology so I could understand the process better. After some time, I was able to prepare the documents with minimal supervision. This experience taught me the importance of self-learning and being proactive, especially in engineering where continuous learning is necessary.
My name is Putra Iman bin Patroji. I recently graduated from University Malaysia Pahang Al-Sultan Abdullah with a CGPA of 3.37 in mechanical engineering. During my studies, I built a strong foundation in areas such as manufacturing process, thermodynamic, and material engineering. I also developed key skills including problem solving, teamwork, and time management. I completed my internship at Lotte Chemical Titan, where I was exposed to real industrial operation. I gained experience in understanding production process, observing equipment performance, and supporting engineer in maintaining efficient and quality. I am disciplined and motivated individual who enjoys solving technical problems and continuously improving process. I'm especially interested in applying my mechanical engineering knowledge in manufacturing environment. Overall, I'm eager to gain hands-on experience and contribute positively to the company while continuing to develop my skill. I believe both are important, especially in engineering. As a medical engineering graduate, I'm comfortable working independently when it comes to tasks like analysis, troubleshooting, or technical problem solving because it allows me to focus and think critically. However, in manufacturing environment, teamwork is very important. Engineers need to collaborate with technicians, operators, and other departments to ensure smooth production and solve issues efficiently. So, I would say I'm adaptable. I can work independently when needed, but I strongly value teamwork to achieve better overall results. During my internships at Lotte Chemical Titan, I observed a situation where two teams members had a disagreement regarding a production issue. One focused on maintaining product output, while the other was more concerned about equipment condition and long-term reliability. I took the initiative to listen to both sides and understand their concerns. Then I suggested finding a balanced solution by considering both production targets and equipment safety. We agreed to continue operation with close monitoring while scheduling a proper maintenance checks. This helped reduce tension and ensure both priorities were addressed. From this experience, I learned that effective communication, understanding different perspectives, and focusing on common goals are key to resolving conflicts.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Kanuddin bin Ahmad Ramzan. I'm a mechanical engineering student and I really enjoy figuring out on how things work and solving practical problems. Most of my experience comes from my coursework and project where I have worked on design calculation and team assignments. I say I'm someone who willing to learn, ask questions, and improve quickly. Right now, I'm looking for a chance to apply what I have learned in real working environment and gain hands-on experience. To handle a project where the goals are constantly shifting, I will stay flexible and don't get too stressed about the changes because I know that's pretty normal in engineering projects. What I usually do is make sure I clearly understand the new direction, then adjust my work step by step instead of starting over completely. I will also keep communicating with my team so everyone stays on the same page. For me, it's more about adapting quickly and keeping things moving rather than getting stuck on the original plan. If a client asks me that kind of question, I will not try to guess or give wrong answer. I rather be honest and say I need to double check to make sure I give the correct information. Then I quickly look into it, whether that's checking reference, using tools, or asking someone more experienced. After that, I get back to the client as soon as possible with a clear answer. I think it's better to be accurate and reliable than to pretend to know everything.
Alright, in this situation, the main issue is a misunderstanding between our team and our client regarding a project future. As a professional team, I think we must remain calm and handle this misunderstanding properly because client trust is a very important for our company reputation. I think the first step we should to fully understand about client concern before we try to explain anything to them. What do you guys think about our first action?
I agree with you. I think the first step is active listening. We should allow our client to show their expression, to express their frustration without getting interrupting. And after that, we should apologize to them professionally to show our empathy, even though the mistake was due to misunderstanding. And I think this can help them to make them calm and feel respected.
That's a very good point. Adding to that, after understand the issue, we should clearly clarify the feature that was misunderstood. Okay, maybe we could show some simple demonstration or provide some simple documentation so the client can better understand how the feature actually works.
Okay, I agree with all the point mentioned. Besides that, we should also value the client feedback because it helps us to improve. This can also maintain a positive professional relationship with the client.
Yes, I agree with everyone. I also think when we explain about our future project, avoid using too many technical terms because some client may not have technical background. Using clear and simple explanation could prevent further confusion. So, what do you guys think about follow-up explanation?
Yes, I think that will help. But another good step that we can add is by sending a follow-up email after discussion to summarize our explanation. This shows transparency and something that can give the client to refer to.
That's a very practical idea. Maybe we could also arrange short-term meetings or if the client still feel unsure. This shows that we are responsible and committed to solving the issue professionally.
Yes, and if possible, we can also ask the client if they have any further concerns. This showed the client that we are open to feedback and willing to improve our service quality.
I also think that we should consider the negative review client mentioned. So, how do you guys think that we can handle this situation professionally?
Well, I think, in my opinion, we should respond to the negative review politely and professionally. And we should thank for the feedback that they give us and explain that there was a misunderstanding and currently we are trying to resolve.
Yes, I agree. We should never argue with the client publicly. Instead, we should show that we are taking responsibility and trying to solve the problem or the issues, and this will show other clients that our team is professional.
Okay, that's true. A professional response to a negative review can actually improve the company reputation because it shows that we are care about the customer satisfaction and willing to further improve the company image.
Those are very good points. Do you think offering additional support or a small compensation will help improve the situation?
Yes, I think offering additional support is a good idea, especially if the client is still unhappy. It shows that we are committed to the customer satisfaction.
I agree. However, we should make sure the compensation is reasonable and within the project scope so the company does not suffer losses.
Yes, I agree with that. The most important thing is to find a solution that satisfies the client while still being fair to the company.
Those are a very good suggestion. I think we should also discuss about how to prevent this kind of misunderstanding in future projects. Maybe we need a better communication during early stage.
I agree. For example, we could clearly explain all the project feature during our planning phase, and we make sure that our client have a full understanding before we execute our project.
Yes, maybe we could also prepare clearer user manuals or feature description. This could reduce confusion, especially when dealing with complex technical system.
Okay, does anyone have any final suggestion before we conclude?
No.
That should be it.
Okay, to conclude our discussion, we believe that the best approach is to first listen carefully to the client and then show empathy to them. Then professionally clarify the misunderstanding, provide a solution, and finally improve our communication process so that we can prevent the same issue occur in the future. This approach can help us maintain the trust with the client, and this can also help us to maintain the company image.